This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Let's study this letter more closely. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice, stay at home. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention. This letter has a defect. There's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. One more letter with a defect. One more letter with a defect. One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes? I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
What else can I tell you?
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door and then conveniently slipped away, to bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate. It's ticking. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. A source of electricity for the detonation. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. Aha! If it loses its power supply, it will close... A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. A source of electricity for the detonation. There are wires... A package with... Aha! This solenoid... If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. There are... A source of electricity for the... A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. A fancy ticking homemade... A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. Whew. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. Whew.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else. There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it. A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket? JT are the owner's initials. Good job, Toby. Thanks to Wilde.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
He's so funny.
Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that wild? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday today?
I fooled you, didn't I? Of course I remembered. Here's some spending money. Go and enjoy your special day.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate, come back! Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the Green Dragon Tavern during the evening. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. Mrs. Hudson is not at home. Force is not an option. A back room. There's no space for this lockpick. 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 There's no space for... There's no space for this lockpick. Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt. Alice was unhappy. She's spying on me. A phonograph cylinder. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be. It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time. a soothing drug to aid sleep. It has no smell. It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of barbiturate. Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of thing. Alice has recently used this. Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Strange taste in literature. Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat. Kate probably sleeps here. Kate probably sleeps here. Locked. This lock is quite new. Oh my God. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. distant ancestor, Horace Verne. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime.
William Hamilton, are you there? Can you hear me? I wish to hear from you. Daddy, I'm so glad to hear you. Daddy, talk to me, please. Don't leave me alone, Daddy. Oh, no.
Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Abraham Lincoln. Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist. My distant... I finished here, time to go. I need to disguise myself. I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you, shut up!
Well done,
Tuppence
Bobby!
on Adam!
I put a penny on Adam winning.
Bobby, I just put 5 pence on you.
Hey, you,
Tuppence
shut
on
up!
Adam!
Well done, Bobby!
Adam, come on, you're gonna win!
Bobby, I just put 5 pence on you. Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you, shut up!
Well done,
Tuppence
Bobby!
on Adam!
Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you, shut up!
I should be quiet so that I can listen to what people...
Let's
There's no one to eavesdrop on
celebrate.
from here.
Bottoms up.
I've lost too much here. Damn poker.
There's an illegal gambling den here.
Let's celebrate.
Sod off.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from...
Want a
Let's
beer?
celebrate.
Good beer. Strong.
Perhaps I should try it.
Want a beer?
To forget that I drink.
Want a beer?
Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs!
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
Hey, this is my tip.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
I need a refill.
I can hear nothing from here.
I need a refill.
Your tacodoms fail.
Interesting. They have some kind of pass for getting inside.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
I need a refill. Let's celebrate.
I can hear nothing from here.
I need a refill. Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Remember the airlip? He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
The man with a head. He could be my attacker. I should find a...
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs.
Hey, Mug Hunter, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here!
Let's celebrate. Cheers!
Bottoms up.
I need a refill. Let's celebrate.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get lost.
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. I could steal it to gain entry.
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers. You're still here?
Thumbs up.
You can get...
Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Our man. I should find a way to follow him.
The door to the gambling room is there.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in. Ah, it's my lucky day. Falls
Make it
on
snappy.
Feet faster.
Luck is on my side.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Falls
Make
on
it snappy.
Feet faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Get here. I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
Hey,
All in.
what do you think you're doing? That's pride.
I have to create a diversion that will...
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
A button for a mechanism. He uses the extra cards to cheat. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during a deal. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it will release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I need to do for a
It's my
diversion, then I
lucky
can get
day.
outside.
Make it snappy.
Feet faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Hello, knives here. Hello, knives here. A well-cared-for hat.
All in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Get here. I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my
Hey,
side.
what do you think you're
Bid
doing?
out for a
That's
shilling.
private. Gamble or get out.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Falls
Make it
on
snappy.
Feet faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in.
No, such a diversion will not.
All in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Get here. I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
No, such a diversion will not help.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Falls
Make it snappy.
Feet faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Get here. I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
I have to try and go around.
You take that! Get off me! You villain! You bad boy!
The man from the gambling room was the same card cheating accessory. They only left this room recently. Clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid.
Jack Cole, I remember him from the raid 3 years ago. Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door. A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard. Damn, I'm late. No. It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairnet. No doubt these things were stolen. After moving into our new home. Our man, most likely with his family. This fellow pawned his belongings. Must be in great need of money. Butler's pawn shop on Lambert Street. He apparently lives near. What's going on in there? Save Orson, quick. Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
Who are you?
You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see, she recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you. Some answers as to my identity. When, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't have involved my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll be leaving soon. I've finished my business here, and you will never hear from me again.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive.
I had no idea that you could show such a high level of indulgence towards the children of criminals. I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
It's a good thing that I came to help you at the tavern, Holmes.
Actually, I would far rather you stop helping me.
Seriously, you should take acting lessons. You're dreadful. Seriously, you should take acting lessons. You're dreadful.